A former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. Today I'm going to talk about, is it possible to avoid an IRS audit? I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. I have been on many news channels. As a matter of fact, 8 major news stations in the last 4 months now. You can see me in a coat and tie, but more importantly, see my team at 777irs.com. Many people hate getting a nastygram in the mail that, oh, they've been audited by Internal Revenue Service. And people ask me a lot. I've worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice 40. You can imagine how many people have asked me, is it possible to avoid an IRS audit? Let me tell you the process, and then you'll be able to tell. And I'm only going to take a minute here. IRS scans every single tax return. Every tax return is scanned. The tax returns most likely that are audited are W-2s, just a wage earner, simple return. Those are very rarely audited unless you're taking credits you shouldn't take. IRS has a bunch of filters now they've added, and if you're taking your credits you shouldn't, boom, you're going to get audited by the IRS. If you do not report 1099s and W-2s, they have a filter system. You're going to go ahead and get a letter a year and a half later, and boom, they're going to go ahead and add that income, and then it's not going to be an audit, but they're going to say, hey, you're an underreporter, you're going to have to pay the tax on this. Now, how about all other tax returns? How do those work? Well, the two groups that are audited the most are the really rich. They go ahead, about 13% of people in the billions get about 13% audited. But then the self-employed people are very likely to go ahead and get audited, because IRS knows that self-employed people generally, not all the time, not you or me, they cheat on their tax returns because they don't report all their income, or they don't take all their they take more expenses than they should. So what is your propensity to get audited? This is what you need to know. IRS has a DIF score. It's called Discriminatory Index Function Score. And what they do is they run this algorithm on all the tax returns, and boom, on every single tax return pulls up a DIF score. If those DIF scores look, and because you're out of the norm in certain areas, they're boom, pop here, flag here, flag there, it produces a DIF score high score. Those returns at this point in time will be looked at by IRS. They'll be graded, sent down to the local office, and those are the returns that are going to be audited. So to answer the question, can anyone avoid an IRS audit? The answer is no. But you got to remember, the computer is auditing your return, not a person. So if you're an underreporter, the computer does it. If you have a regular audit that you're going to be called in for a field audit or a revenue agent, remember, the score has been evaluated by the computer. It's been sent down to a person. The person has agreed that this is an auditable tax return, auditable return, and boom, you're going to have your IRS audit from there. Have any questions? You're welcome to let me know. Thank you. Give me a subscription. I give you inside information all the time. Thank you very much.